Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Austin here, or Luna. So currently I have COVID, so if I sound like hot dog water, that's why. I caught it like 5 days ago, I think. So yeah, that sucks. But hopefully I get better within the next few days, and I can get back to daily uploading. But yeah, it sucks. Anyway, today's story time is definitely a good one if you guys are really gonna enjoy it. If you do, leave a like on the video. And yeah, let's just jump into this. So today's story time all takes place when I was in seventh grade. Now, in seventh grade, I was a pretty okay kid. Actually, that's not true. I definitely had my fair share of getting in trouble, but I wasn't nearly as bad as I was in like ninth or 10th grade. But anyway, seventh grade, I had a group of friends that were pretty average friends, I would say. They weren't too crazy or too calm, I would say. But one of my friends, let's just call this friend Andrew. Andrew was one of the craziest seventh graders I've ever met in my damn life, okay? That dude just didn't care about anything. Like, I actually wonder where he's at nowadays. Sometimes I go and look for him on Facebook and I can't find him, but I really wonder if he ended up in jail because Andrew just did not give a fuck about getting in trouble. So today's story time, Andrew's one of the main characters, okay? Today's story time all starts off as a normal day in seventh grade. It was a Wednesday. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was a very nice day. It was almost summertime. It was literally like a month until school got out, so the weather was really nice out. It was like 70 degrees outside, super beautiful. And after school on Wednesday, Andrew came up to me as I was walking to my bus, and he's like, "Yo, you want to walk home with me?" So I called up my mom and I was like, "Hey mom, I'm not taking the bus home. I'm going to walk home with Andrew and hang out with him all day. I'll be back home at like 8 if that's okay." And she's like, "Yeah, for sure. Be home by 8:30." I was like, "Sounds good." So I go to Andrew's house. We walk there. While we're at Andrew's house, a couple other friends of ours that live in the neighborhood come over. So there was about four of us there. And after about an hour of hanging out at Andrew's house, we were all pretty bored, didn't really know what to do. So Andrew was like, "Hey, let's go to the store up the street." There was like a gas station slash corner store like less than a mile from Andrew's house. We could walk there. So I was like, "Yeah, bet, let's do it." So we all just get up off the couch and we start walking down the street to this corner store. And to get to the corner store, there was a bridge you had to pass. And it was a pretty high up bridge that you had to walk over. And there wasn't really like a big fence or anything separating you from the road below. So people would like throw shit off it all the time. Like they'd throw like bottles and stuff and litter into the road below, which is really fucked up for many reasons. One, because poor Earth. Two, because there's cars below, and if you hit one of them with something, you could break their windshield or hurt them. So, I just think it's stupid that they didn't have like a fence or anything up. But anyway, as we're walking over this bridge, Andrew picks up a half-filled bottle of water that's just laying on the sidewalk, and he goes, "Hey, dude, should I throw it off the bridge?" And I shook my head no, and I was like, "No, don't do that." And then one of my other friends was like, "Wait, what?" And I was like, "He's trying to throw that water bottle off the bridge. Like, I'm just telling him it's a bad idea." And my friend's like, "Yeah, dude, don't do that. What the fuck? Like, what if it dents a car? Like, we have to pay for it. They won't know who did it. They'll blame all of us." And it's funny that my friend said that because later on you'll hear in a second why that was funny. But literally after we all say no, Andrew proceeds to just toss the bottle over his shoulder behind his back off the top of this bridge, and it flies down to the highway below and smacks an SUV right on the windshield and cracks it. And the noise it made when it hit the windshield was just not good. I remember just knowing immediately that windshield was cracked or broken. So immediately I duck below the wall because I don't want the person in the car to see us, and neither does Andrew or anybody else. They all duck as well, and we hear the car screech to a stop. And I hear yelling from down below. I couldn't make out what they were saying, but it sounded like a very angry man who was not happy that his windshield just got cracked by a water bottle. So I'm freaking out, right? I'm like, "Oh shit, dude." And Andrew's like, "Okay, we gotta run. Let's run right now." So we all start running away off this bridge towards that corner store. And we get there a few minutes later. We walk in. We're kind of out of breath because we just ran there. And we're just kind of shopping and trying to calm down. And after about 5-10 minutes of being in there, I was kind of starting to relax a little bit because there was nobody there, no police or anything. I didn't hear any sirens. So I figured like, okay, clearly Andrew got away with it and we're not going to get caught. That's a good thing. And then literally right as I'm thinking that, Andrew runs up to me and he's like, "Dude, I think we're good. I think we're in the clear." And I was like, "Yeah, I think we are too. Never fucking do something that's stupid again, you moron." And he's like, "Yeah, man, don't worry. I'm not gonna." And then right as he says, "I'm not gonna," the front door swings open for the store and a police officer walks in. And on his radio, I can hear them talking about us. I literally hear them describing us. We're looking for 4 boys on top of this bridge. Like, so I knew they were looking for us. And right as they're describing us, the cop looks up and sees all 4 of us standing in the store. And then he looks back down on his radio and he grabs the button and he says something to the people on the radio. And it was some like code word, like police mumbo jumbo, like probably along the lines of saying I found them, but in police language, whatever that was. And he looks back up at us after he buzzes in on his radio and he goes, "Hey guys, where are you coming from?" And we all just kind of look at each other and like just shake our heads, I don't know. And he goes, "Coming from that bridge over there?" And he points out the window. And I was speechless. I didn't know what to say. I didn't want to like rat on my friends and me, but I also didn't want to like lie to the cop. So I just kind of stepped back and didn't say anything. And then he looks at me because I stepped back and he goes, "What are you stepping away for, man? What's your name?" I was like, "Austin." And he goes, "Hey, Austin, you throwing bottles off that bridge over there? Because someone's windshield got real hurt because of it." And I was like, "No, I didn't." He's like, "Any of your friends?" I was like, "I don't know." He goes, "You don't know if anyone threw anything off that bridge?" I was like, "You're talking to the wrong person. I don't know." He goes, "Okay, I'll move on." And then he points to one of my other friends and he starts talking to him and my friend just stays quiet as well. And then he gets to Andrew and Andrew's like, "No, I didn't throw anything." And he could see the nervousness on Andrew's face and the guilt. And he just starts going ham on him, like interrogating him with questions. He's like, "Okay, well then where are you coming from? Where do you live? What street is your house off of?" Like all these questions, like interrogating Andrew. And Andrew just cracks. He's like, "All right, you know what? Fine. Yeah, I threw the bottle, okay? I didn't think it would hit anybody. I threw it over my shoulder. I didn't think it would go over the bridge, and it went over, and it hit the car, okay? I'm sorry." Now listen, I don't think that he was trying to not go over the bridge when he threw that water bottle, because he threw it kind of high up over his shoulder, right over the bridge. But I'm sure he did feel bad about hitting the car. I'm sure he did. But anyway, still stupid. So anyway, the cop ends up immediately bringing Andrew outside, as well as all of us. And he asks us if anyone else threw anything, to which we say no. Andrew then says no, like they didn't throw anything. It was just me, which I respect. I'm glad that Andrew owed up to all of it and didn't try and put blame on anybody else, because then we would have gotten in trouble. But it doesn't end there, okay? Like 10 minutes after we're outside this store and this cop's talking to Andrew, the car pulls up that Andrew hit. And this guy gets out. And he's like, "Oh, I had to see it to believe it. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? You guys are the ones that hit my car?" And we all shake our heads no. And then Andrew shakes his head yes. And he goes, "Oh, it was you." And he points at Andrew. And Andrew goes, "Yeah, I'm sorry, sir." And the guy goes, "You know I'm an off-duty cop? Out of all the people you could hit, you hit a cop. Like, look at my windshield." And he points to it, and there's a big crack on it. He goes, "My windshield was already cracked. I was going to get it fixed tomorrow. And you made it 10 times worse." And I just looked at Andrew, and he looked at me. And he goes, "Seriously, what were you guys thinking?" And I just put my hands up and backed up again. I was like, "I didn't do anything." And Andrew goes, "I don't know what I was thinking, but don't blame my friends. It was just me. Like, I'm the idiot here." And he goes, "Yeah, you are. How are you going to hit an off-duty cop with a water bottle? How are you going to hit anybody with a water bottle when they're driving? Like, that's just not okay. Like, it's a huge distraction. You could have broken my windshield. I could have gotten hurt by glass. Like, what the hell, man?" And Andrew, once again, just keeps apologizing. So what ended up happening was Andrew's parents got called. They had to pay for the new windshield of the off-duty police officer. Andrew was not allowed to hang out with us for 3 months because he hit a cop with a water bottle while they were driving. And yeah, needless to say, Andrew was very, very, very in trouble. Now, as for me and my friends, they didn't end up calling our parents or anything, so our parents never found out what happened, which is a good thing, because even if my mom knew I was associated with what was going on, I probably would have still gotten in trouble. Like, she probably would have fucking grounded me for a week or something because I picked bad friends. But yeah, guys, moral of the story is don't throw shit off of bridges or at cars at all, because somebody could very well get hurt or worse. So yeah, definitely don't do that. But yeah, luckily in the end, everybody was okay. No one got hurt besides that guy's windshield. And that's pretty much that. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this story time. I thought it was a pretty crazy one. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below. And subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys all later. Peace. They leave me out for the dead, and now they know they're fucked. All my texts are unread.